Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dead Unicorn Tabletop Role-Playing Game Club. My name is Corey. We're doing Shadow Empire. It's the Legend of the Five Rings. We have a great cast of people, as always. The same people every time, but they're great!
We are.
I just want to direct everybody before we start to City in Starlight. It is a Cypher system fantasy game. No, it's a Dungeons & Dragons fantasy game. No, it's a Pathfinder fantasy game. By the way, if you go there, you can also find another free adventure called Party Crashers in all three of those. Pick your favorite and follow the game so I can get it published. And that's what I need to do. I need 80 followers. So if you're watching this, hit the link in the description, go there, hit the follow button, and maybe pick up Party Crashers. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
There was something I forgot.
The poll. Let's see who won the poll.
Wasn't me.
Dice pools win the poll. No, that's another poll I put up during the week. By the way, on my community page, anybody can post things now, not just me. So if you are a subscriber, go to my community page and put up a meme. I'd love to see your memes. That will be fun.
You can go in there and post pictures of my butt.
Until that happens. Yeah, until it's like, here's elf junk.
Dice Mpreg needs to happen. If somebody in our audience is an artist of any skill, please draw Dice Mpregged and then put it on our
Of course,
Be sure to make Kuranagi the father.
All right.
Yes.
Narin is the winner of our poll. Congratulations, Narin.
Oh no, it's a switcheroo.
As a reward, she gets to make any one roll of hers a success. If she does not use it by the end of the game, it turns into a void point. And just so you guys know, we also, when you introduce your characters, please tell me why you're not AI, because AI is taking over. It's getting really realistic. It's really hard to tell. So I need you guys to make sure you tell our audience why you are not AI. And I'll start us off real quick. You can see on my fingers all 5 on each hand. So don't even think that I'm AI, okay? And we're gonna start off with Sasha because she won the poll. Introduce your character and tell us why you're not AI. Oh, by the way, you will remember, there's points on the line.
I know. There's absolutely no reward for winning except for the feeling of praise from a father figure that I'm severely lacking in my life.
Daddy wants to give you points.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm working my ass off for these jokes, Corey. So my name's Sasha. I play Bayushi Naorin. She doesn't have daddy issues, but I do, just to make that clear. She's the party's resident duelist.
She might have a little.
Mind your business.
Okay, all right.
She's the party's resident duelist, best friends and partners with the absolutely terrifying Shishiro Kuranagi. And I'll pass it off to her in a moment. I guess the reason why I'm not AI is because I will not write porn unless you pay me extra.
Good.
I don't know. That's a premium feature on a lot of AI bots nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
You pay extra for the AIs that can.
Exactly. And I will pass it off to Tarek.
Hello, my name is Tarek, and I play Shishiro Kuranagi, your friendly neighborhood scorpion who totally isn't jamming her comma directly into your chest. I am not an AI because everyone knows that an AI image of a VR character or an avatar will never be as consistently unkempt as I am. If I were like 10 times more attractive and you could see stars in my eyes, then maybe I'd be AI. So I'll go ahead and pass it off to Crystal.
Because Tarek is ugly, he's not AI. Got
it. I thought about making that joke about myself.
Does that say something about my looks?
Hello, I'm Crystal. I play Moshi Sora, everybody's favorite fire mage.
Literally. Very popular girl.
Yes, extremely popular. And I am not AI because I don't write anything but porn.
Way to steal my thunder, but I respect it.
You went for it.
All right. Next, James.
I'm James. I play Ide Youngso, the tiny shinobi and tank of our group. And I'm not AI because AI is properly funded and I am not.
Good one.
And I have a cat. No AI has a cat.
That's 100%.
Unless your
not
hand is like
true.
phasing through the cat, it's like, yes, I'm gently massaging my cat like dough.
And I'll pass it on to Matt.
All right.
Yeah.
So, hello everyone. I am Matt. I play Doji Daisuke, the warrior poet of the group, and how to prove that I'm not AI? I'm not entirely too sure. I do have some clown noses, or a clown nose, that I need to feed to the group, so that way everyone understands that they are just simply projecting their pregnancy fetishes onto other people where it's not welcome. So here you go, guys. Your daily
Totally
dose
is
of
welcome.
clown noses just for you.
The Emperor chooses you, okay?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Also, if this has been like,
I'm
I'm
saying
not
the
AI,
first pseudo
I'm
card, and
rock
it
in.
turns out that the other 3 members will become pregnant. We're 4.
We
You're just
call them
embarrassed
happy
that Kurenagi
accidents
wins the
here.
pants in this family.
We call them happy accidents here.
And Matt, just a small suggestion. Next time you hold that nose up to the camera, rotate it 90 degrees because vertical is a
Like
little...
a baby
just
bell.
realized.
Yeah, I thought he was
Yeah.
doing that on purpose.
I thought
Because it's supposed to fit on your nose.
I just want to point out. Matt. I just want to point out that no one said you should get Emperor. They talked about your
Yes,
character.
I know the character. I understand.
And,
But my
and also,
character
yes,
is a part of me.
you
So
don't
you
choose
keep
the
the
impreg. The
nastiness
impreg
away from
chooses
me.
you.
Ugh.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
I don't make the rules. I'll just broadcast
Yeah,
them
so
loud.
do I.
All right, so let me see here. On the bottom, Matt, 1 point for being defensive instead of giving a great answer.
Yeah.
Wait till I put that stick of dynamite in their campfire.
Let's see here.
These knuckleheads
Tarek.
won't know what's coming.
James, where am I doing? These are all okay. I'm giving Tarek 2 points. I'm giving Sasha 2 points.
God damn it.
I'm giving James 3 points for being way too real, and that's the opposite of AI. And then I'm giving
Call it
Crystal.
dark humor.
I'm giving Crystal 3 points because she stole Sasha's thunder. So that's 1 point away from Sasha, who would have gotten
Crystal,
3.
I'm coming
And I
for
give
you.
it to Crystal.
I yoinked your porn point. That's what you get for not writing porn.
I demand free porn, damn it. Oh.
Premium feature.
Hey, maybe at some point we add to the Patreon a thing of, okay, and here's where Crystal's AO3 account is to be found.
All right, Matt has.
It should be called crystallized.
My name is a secret. You don't get to know it.
That's why I said
Yeah.
There.
We're
put it
gonna,
behind
we
the
can't know all of our
Patreon
dead
wall.
dove no eats, you know.
Be-
Those
I'm
are
sure there's a dollar amount where you'd be okay with someone learning.
Maybe.
Begin the scavenger hunt.
Wait. 9, 11, and.
Have I ever mentioned? I don't think I have ever mentioned, but I worked for a skip tracing company for like half a year. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that I am Boba Fett IRL, and if there is a secret Crystal AO3 account, I could definitely find it.
All right.
If I want.
Here are points. Here are point totals so far. Matt got 6 points. Tarek got 8. Crystal 10, which puts her in 3rd place behind Sasha and James, neck and neck at 11 points.
Damn.
If James
the show
suddenly
don't matter.
disappears and isn't able to make it to the stream, I want to say that I had nothing to do with it. Ahead of time.
Cover
Sasha,
your ass.
here's
See you
the
later.
thing, though. I'm consistently getting 2nd place on the points. This is the first time you didn't get first.
This is the approval that I need to keep going. You don't understand how important this is to
So
me.
that's the only reason we're tied is you consistently got first all the way up, but I kept second even this time, and you got a third place this time. That's the only reason we're tied. You'll take it right back next session.
All right, everybody, we are in the middle of combat still.
Well, I know what technique I'm gonna need after this one.
I believe
Resolve.
it is the Matsu's turn.
Save me!
So, the Matsu's gonna turn around and attack these thugs behind him because they need to go away. They need to go away. What is he on? Is he on Earth Stance? Yes, he needs to be on Earth Stance. He's an earthy guy. Definitely on Earth Stance. And he has a katana. It's difficulty 3 because he's in the smoke. Got to remember all the things. Remember, there's a big smoke pile from a grenade. Yeah. Okay, and I guess we'll keep some of these dice. 1,
I guess.
2, 3, 4. Yeah.
He's got that thug in love.
All right, we'll keep that. We'll finish this step. We'll apply the strife. Okay.
Critical strike.
Critical strike, which doesn't double the damage, it adds the deadliness to damage. That's 9 points of damage to these guys.
That's some hot work there.
Minus their armor, which is 2. So 7. Boom. Hold on. Earth. That's okay. And we'll move on to these dudes. And you know what? They're just going to attack back because that was. I think it's these guys, right? Is it these guys or these guys? Which guys?
If you click on them, they'll tell you which one.
Oh, okay. I got it. Okay. So these guys are going to attack that Matsu right back. Why not? So
You do it.
they're on Earth. Whoop, not a social roll. What are you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? Oh, actually, they're immune to critical hits.
Booyah!
They're on Earth
They're on
stance.
Earth.
They're on Earth stance.
Everyone's
that's
on
bad.
Earth because they can't be on
No,
fire.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That sucks. Okay. They are going to attack back with their Tekken. And they have 2 assistants because they're a group. And they will attack.
That is a fortunately poor roll.
Oh, they hit.
You had to say something.
Yes, because we all know that words I say make a difference on the dice.
Yes, when it comes to RPG games where dice are involved, if you open your mouth and then the bad thing happens, you somehow cosmically influenced the dice. We all know that
We're
they
playing
can tip them
L5R.
over.
Very easy way to explain it. The kami of the dice were listening.
So he takes 0 damage, but he takes 0 damage, but does get dazed. Unfortunately.
At my gaming table, we do this thing before a really important dice roll where we say pepperoni pizza before we roll because we all know that pepperoni pizza appeases the dice gods and then you roll good.
It's
You
true.
can only invoke the rule of pepperoni pizza if it's a very critical dice roll, though. Otherwise, the dice gods will smite you and you will roll critical failures.
What is
Oh,
Naren's
Kinda the
TN to be
opposite
hit
of
right now?
Dimension 20's
You'll
Fox
roll
O'Doom.
evil.
Is she on air stance?
Boost.
Naren's TN to be hit, is she on air stance?
It is 4. Not on air stance, but in the obscuring terrain.
Yes. Why is it 4 then? Why is it not 3? Obscuring terrain gives +1.
I thought it was 4. That's what was said last time. I thought it was an additional.
It's just +1.
It's not. It's just 1. Then it's 3.
Yeah.
It was 4 because somebody was on air.
Maybe. I don't think so.
If
'cause
it was
Eric-
4,
if she
then
was-
it would have been way more.
It would have been 5.
I don't
Or
know.
like if you have a special technique that says you get extra coverage
On
or
my
something
last
like
turn, I was still
that.
on void sting, right? I just did the thing, the like Wanderer's Resolve. I don't think I did anything else yet.
Well, that's no good. That's a miss.
Miss.
That's
Good
a miss.
for us, but not good for you.
Okay. Top of the round, I want to let everybody know.
First, Daisuke gets to go.
Yes, Daisuke does get to go first.
Oh, it's the.
I'm
But before-
incapacitated, so I just need to do
I
a
think,
Calming
Corey's
breath.
trying to say something real quick.
I am
Hold on.
trying to say something real quick. Important scene information that you might want to know about. The snow has been falling for a while. Light dusting, though y'all have been running around and what am I saying? Y'all have been running around, so it hasn't been able to settle much on you guys, but you're now traipsing kind of through it. And you notice this stuff is not snow.
Is it ash?
Kind of, yeah. You're like, this might more be ash than snow.
Oh no, the nearby volcano is about to erupt.
Or something's burning nearby.
At this point, I'll ask everybody, like, I'll give you a chance to, like, search your brain for it if you want to make an earth roll plus a skill. And I'll start with James. Is there anything you want to attempt to roll?
Give me a second here.
Do you have a skill in mind? Crystal, do you have a skill in mind?
How about survival to understand where the ash is coming from?
Sounds okay. Don't roll yet. Crystal, do you have a skill that you'd like to use?
Let me look at the.
Yes. Everybody
The
look at your
skills.
stuff because I'm going to be asking everybody. Tarek, is there a skill you would like to use?
I would like to use skullduggery to try to figure out if I was going to cause a distraction or do devastation, sabotage the city. Where would I put it?
That's almost exact.
Okay. Naren, Sasha, is that Naren has a skill that you would like to use?
I'd like to use tactics to do the exact same thing. If there's a strategically important thing to burn, I'd like to suss that out.
Okay, Crystal. Is there a skill?
Okay, so we are pretty sure it's ash.
I said it seems a
Could-
lot more like ash. It
could be
definitely
ash.
You know, definitely it's not snow. It's
Because
more
it's not
ash-like.
melting, yeah, it's
Yes.
just falling and piling up.
Daisuke, is there a skill that...
I'm thinking about one of my artisan skills to kind of figure out whether or not this is like a wood ash or a cremation ash, and I'm thinking either smithing or
Smithing?
I'm somewhere between
Smithing
like
for
athletic or
identifying ash
design.
sounds pretty good.
Sounds
Huh?
like labor.
Or labor.
Yeah.
Smithing for identifying ash does sound good.
I could use smithing. Labor is a much better skill to understand what kind of thing burns what. But smithing, I'll take too.
Okay, I'll do it through smithing.
That leaves you, Crystal.
I think we've pretty much got the gamut of things covered, so I'm just gonna, like, take a stab at it here and say, like, culture-wise, what do I think they would burn to make an impact on the city?
Okay. Nobody gets a roll. Because you're all wrong.
We all said the wrong thing.
We all said the wrong thing.
Would it have been theology?
Uh-huh.
I was about to suggest that to Crystal before she said culture.
You guys look around real quick and be like, this isn't snow, this is kind of ash, and you look to the sky to see if anything's blown up or what kind of ash this is, and it boggles your mind. This is not something you guys have any idea about, or at least y'all don't understand it currently. Y'all are still racking your brains of what's going on, and just it's weird. Of course, everything around here is
is it even
weird.
actually important? Yeah. Who knows?
All right, Dice K, you're up first.
All right. I'm gonna remain in air stance to remain elusive, but I'm going to use Calming Breath to reduce my fatigue and strife, and stick with the group, and hopefully Kuronagi is still gonna heal me, since
Okay.
the last time I asked to heal, or in the last game. I can't like make an attack action since I'm incapacitated, right?
Yeah. Remember,
Correct.
everybody lose a strife if you're under the effects of the thing.
Which I'm not.
I'm not.
There's somebody still under the effects, right? Yeah, it's Kuronagi. Okay. So he loses a strife every turn. Okay, Naren's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna go over here. One, two. Three. 'Cause it's moving through someone else's space. I am not sure if I can, but I think I'm just gonna go for it. Okay. Going on to Fire Stance. See what happens. I am going to do Flashing Steel Strike against Rancid Yoimachi.
Okay.
Or not Flashing Steel Strike, Heart Piercing Strike.
Okay.
So sorry.
You're going to try again to
Yeah.
just do critical strikes. Go for it.
Yes.
You
Yes.
already added
That's-
his brains.
But if I roll real good, he die.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the goal. Let's see here. I am going to spend a void. And I'm going to exploit his disadvantage. I know I have given him a head wound.
Sure.
And so let's re-roll some of these. I have the opportunity I need. Let me read this again. Okay. Bonus successes is what I want. I can keep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these, but I might as well re-roll this one and see what we get. Oh, there we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, whoops! I didn't keep the wrong. I didn't drag the right dice onto keep. Hold on. It's a TN4, and I accidentally didn't. I need to just drag another one to keep, and I'll deposit that second opportunity card. That keep that. There we go. That's fine.
I don't know how
another
to change things after you've selected them.
I fixed it. I didn't finalize it, so I was able to fix it. Okay. So I am on fire stance, which means that I have 5 bonus successes.
Yep.
So he takes a critical strike with severity equal to my weapon's deadliness plus bonus successes. My weapon's deadliness is 8. So he will take a critical strike of deadliness 8 plus
13.
5, so 13. And his TN to resist it is 3 or 4 if he's on air, 1 if he's on water.
Hold on. Did you use any of your opportunity?
I did keep an opportunity. Yes,
I'll negate that opportunity.
Okay. I don't need it, luckily, for anything. Honesty, I just kept it to give him another strife, or not another strife, another as another bonus success. So
You kept it so you could keep another strife. Yeah.
Oh, I don't keep any of the strife. All right. So, where's my book? Where'd my book go? Where's my book?
Where my book?
Where's my book? Where'd my book go? I need my book. So you said it was a severity 9?
13.
13.
Dang.
Yeah.
Weapon's deadliness is 8 plus 5 bonus successes is 13.
This is correct.
Okay. All right. His head is... He's bleeding again.
I wish I had rolled higher, but he rolls a lot of dice to resist. So
He does have a lot of dice.
Here's the thing. You keep hitting that sweet spot of giving him...
just barely not high
disadvantages?
enough to kill him. Yeah.
If you do less severity, he'll take wounds, which will increase his TN when on that stance. But not if he takes a disadvantage, which he already has. So now he doesn't take anything except for bleeding.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how to get around that because you can manipulate that based on how many successes you decide to keep.
The
Whether or
secret
not-
is not to do heart-piercing strike, to just do as much fatigue as possible. And when he's fatigued out, you get plus 10 to your... when he's...
Everyone else here does fatigue damage except me. I was going for a killing blow. So...
It's not happening.
He has
I
too
mean,
many dice.
if my endurance was okay, I probably could have used flowing water strike to cause more issues for him. But yeah.
All right. Young So.
There is a thing,
Giving him
Corey,
more
in the
bleeding.
book right next to the damage chart that says repeated injury. I've whacked him in the head 3 times enough to cause the same disadvantage. It says, at the GM's discretion, if a character would otherwise be assigned a second instance of a disadvantage with the scar type due to recurring harm, the character is struck with a mortal blow. Instead of being assigned a new scar advantage, the character suffers the dying 5 rounds condition.
Wait, hold on.
I have
Yeah,
hit
you
him
know,
in the
if you
head.
keep
so
getting
many
the
times.
same type of damage over and over again,
Yep, the same one.
you get
Can't
like
even get
the
that.
next one worse. Basically.
And isn't he already confused and not thinking quite clearly?
Yes.
So he didn't get the same thing 3 times. This is the
He got
second
it
time
twice
he's only
now.
got this. I'm just telling you.
He got lost memories and he got cognitive lapses twice.
So a permanent injury and a maiming blow twice. That's what I'm saying. So don't over exaggerate things because then you're falling into rules lawyery territory. So
I said I hit him in the head 3 times, not that which is true. He's been hit in the head 3 times.
It's super weird that he's just staying on void stance.
because he has a void of 5.
I mean,
That's his favorite.
sure, but yeah, he keeps getting hurt over and over again.
So this boss near me hit me with a spiritual thing last time. So I'm going to switch over to Earth Stance and hit them with Crimson Leaves Strike to knock their weapon away.
So hold on. Before we go, I have to make a ruling on this. I'm going to say it's a GM's discretion. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to spend a void point and say you knocked a void out of him instead. And if you do the same thing again, then we'll do a mortal blow.
Okay.
Young So, it's up to you.
As
were you
I
gonna do again?
I am switching over to Earth Stance because this one here next to me hit me with a spiritual weapon last time.
Yep.
And while it didn't do a heck of a lot, that's still a bit more of a concern to me than anything else. So I'm going to use Crimson Leaves Strike to take their weapon away.
Sounds good to me. They have +1 TN. So the TN's normally whatever it is for the Crimson Leaf Stripe, +1 for the obscuring terrain.
Okay. And I'll go ahead and spend my last void because I really want to make sure that this weapon goes bye-bye. Unfortunate.
Yeah,
I don't think I have anything that'll allow me to re-roll.
Okay.
So we'll just go ahead and take all of this.
Nope. Yeah, that's a hard one to get, my friend.
Yeah. Well, I tried really hard and I did well and I got 2 opportunity here. But I don't take any strife, at least, because I didn't keep that last die.
Oh, you take 1 strife.
No, I don't, because of the bond with Kuranagi.
Oh, okay.
And Earth Ring. Okay, next character to attack someone gets assistance.
And that probably is referring specifically to a strike action.
Mhm.
Yeah. Sora, you're up.
Next person to do a strike action on our team will get an assistance.
Okay. I'm gonna scoot up. And to 4 people. Range 1 to 3. Okay, Corey. What is your ruling on whether or not I can see this person?
Which person? You can see them. No, you can't.
Oh, right, because it's through too much of
Yes.
the, even though it's kind of on the side.
Yeah, you're looking straight through the center. If you kind of move out to the side here, if you move
I
over
am
here.
kind of to the side-ish, but like...
Crystal, no, look, here. You are going straight through, not straight to the center, but through enough of that circle that you can see that person.
Yeah,
you can't see that person.
That's
If you
what
were
I was
over,
asking.
If you were over here, you could see that person okay.
Of course I could, because I wouldn't be looking through the smoke.
But I'm pretty sure you can see at least where that little grouping of thugs is right
Oh,
here.
definitely.
Oh, you can see these guys just fine.
So, I will only be attacking all 3 of these guys.
Okay.
+1 to the TN on all of them.
Yes.
Excuse me.
But it looks like you're okay.
Shoot, that was... Okay, it should be a TN4, not a TN3.
Mm-hmm.
not gonna keep a third strife. Let's see, what can I do with those opportunities?
So since we're picking up very, very seldomly used rules, I'd like to use one called... Where is it? It's in the very beginning, and I almost never use it because they're hard to use, called a complication.
Yes.
No, complications are like story beats or something. This is why I don't like L5R's version of complications, because a complication like is something like something you get your foot stuck or you fall down a hole or blah 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 blah. No, theirs is like an entire story beat, like receiving a letter from a loved one the character's not seen in some time. That's a fucking plot.
Yeah, that's the whole story.
That's the story. How is that a complication? What are you talking about?
Because you really don't like your aunt, and it gives you on.
Because my husband's dead. What the fuck?
Yeah. When did he write this?
Realizing that a masked enemy is in fact the character's long lost sibling. That's a plot.
Don't you do the
That's
other
it.
kind with Doom, basically? Like
That's
you
not
send
a
forward
complication.
an actual complication?
That's the actual. It's like, hey, if I do anything bad to you, that's a complication. Or not bad to you, just anything that advances the story. Anything that's dramatic. Like if I do something bad to you, like
I think more it's subplot rather than main plot.
I guess, but that soon becomes
Their
main
complications
plot.
generate subplots.
I don't see how that just doesn't become main plot.
Well, maybe
Okay.
here, yeah.
Well,
Because
now our main plot is the Gozeki.
I made Crystal's an enemy be Crystal's like long lost sister, right?
Yeah.
That was part of
Take that.
that was main plot shit.
Doesn't that feel complicated, Crystal?
It does. It
Feel
feels very
complicated?
complicated.
It is a complication, but I mean, how do you make interesting plots with like? Yeah, I'm.
And then you made her mom Khaleesi,
It's
right?
the weirdest rule.
Okay, anyway, all three of those guys is gonna take 6 supernatural fire damage.
Yes.
And Rancid Yomachi is gonna be stressed out about it
Cool.
for an extra 2 strife.
I do have to say on the whole subject of Sora's mom, good job, Corey, on picking an AI image for her token that made all the people who had the hots for Moshi Sora go, yeah, MILF.
Sora's mom's got it going on.
So this is what I'd like to happen for a complication. Because all of these guys are holding boomsticks, and she is lighting them on fire. So I'm gonna say,
just like there's a corpse there that explodes all of a sudden.
they're on fire. Like these dudes here
Hey,
are actually.
I have not literally caught any of them on fire. That is a thing I can do if I choose to.
Oh.
I can give them the burning condition.
So I'm thinking, because you're hitting them with fire, like I can give you a complication,
yeah.
which gives you a void point, and then they explode. And I'd like to do that. So give yourself a void point. I'm going to say that this is a complication.
You can call it whatever
Because
you
I
want.
want some spice to happen.
That's hot.
It certainly is complicated.
So
It may also help us deal with a certain complication we already have in the form of a Matsu.
yeah, the Matsu is going to have to make a roll here.
Uh-oh. Does that mean Daisuke is caught in the explosion radius too?
Good chance.
Oh yeah.
I mean, what's
hold
the
on.
radius on this? Who all has to try to dodge?
Just everybody within range 1. Which is just
only
it's
one.
just the,
It's
yeah,
just
it's
the
just
Matsu
him.
then.
Just Matsu.
Okay.
This isn't like the barrel that the dude had.
It's just a little thing.
It's just a stick. So
Smaller
Like an
boom.
M80. Like an M80 or cherry bomb equivalent.
This is just a big firework going
yeah,
off
you
in your
do that.
face.
Okay, so he has 5 successes, so he's going to reduce that minus his armor. What's his armor? 3. So that's 8. So he jumps out of the way of that, takes a little bit of fatigue. Since it's not an attack, I just kind of made it a reactionary roll for him. If they attack you with it, though, it's 10 fatigue. It's 10. Kurnagi.
I kind of want to do a silencing stroke on the homie.
The homie.
Isn't it strike?
Silencing stroke.
It's actually stroke.
Yeah.
You can stroke him off if you want. I mean, he hasn't used words to cast spells or anything. He's used, like, Kiho and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. But I guess you know what,
But
you're
you
right.
can critically strike him with an opportunity on
Yeah.
that, using that technique.
But it is a TN4.
So you have to have 4 successes and an opportunity.
So I'm gonna do the same thing I did last time. I'm gonna do silent elimination. I'm gonna draw him in. To the darkness. What kind of lights are around here? Who's glowing? Oh, it's Naurin. Naurin's glowing. Okay. So that means that he is illuminated.
He is illuminated.
Why y'all all gotta be so dependent on vision?
Sorry,
Hey,
my eyes were Miss Glasses.
you are too. You
I'm
just
not,
can
though.
see in the dark.
Exactly. And if everybody else could just,
Fuck off and
you
die.
know, yeah, exactly.
Well, not all of us had ancestors that made dubious deals with the lying darkness.
I mean, I didn't have ancestors who did that. I did that.
Spoilers.
Okay, I will. Yeah, let's try silent elimination
Okay.
on homie.
Okay.
It's TN3. Is he on? He's on void stance, right? Not on air.
Right. He's on, yeah.
Okay. So
Why is it TN3? It says
TN3.
TN4 martial arts.
No, it's TN3 for the one that I'm doing. I'm doing
Different techniques.
Oh, okay.
silent elimination. This one.
Not silencing stroke. Got it.
I'm doing the one where I can draw him into range 0. I'm wrapping him up in a blanket of emotion. Okay.
Definitely not
I'll take-
AI.
Okay, so I hit him. I am going to use 2 opportunity to make him suffer 4 fatigue and 4 strife.
So he's going to reduce one of your. He's going to get rid of one of your opportunity.
Okay, so
With
then
his-
he's going
with
to
his
take
keyhole.
2 fatigue and 2 strife.
2 fatigue and 2 strife.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that fatigue exceed their endurance at
No.
all?
No.
Okay, well, he is immobilized and silenced, pulled
Okay.
into range 0, so he's right on top of me again, in the shadows,
All right. He's over here.
and he is limited to attacking me with unarmed strikes, and it's a TN increase by 1, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Rancid Yoimachi is going to do a wait, and he's going to attack you with his, what was it, an arm? Oh, he can only do unarmed strikes.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to do that as soon as he gets rid of his bleeding condition.
So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 for me.
So
if he's gonna try
this
to attack
guy,
me.
this little lady is going to come up over here and try and get rid of Yoimachi's bleeding condition, because, yeah. Scholar Earth, TN2. Is it TN2 or TN? Yeah, TN2. There we go. 1, 2, finalize step. That's fine. Okay, no more bleeding condition. Hold on, I gotta... Boop. Okay. And then... Yeah, that's it. That's it for her. And then Yoimachi, going back to him, he is now going to attack Tarek. Kuronagi
TN6.
with an unarmed strike. I don't have unarmed on his... I'm just going to do a martial arts. What's a TN to hit you? Is it 3?
6.
Huh?
6.
It's... Why is it 6?
2 for base, plus 2 for air,
Right.
plus 1 for obscuring, plus 1 because he's immobilized in my hands.
Okay. Immobilize gives you... Or is it the
The
technique?
silent
The technique.
elimination
Okay.
adds 1.
The
So-
technique makes it so that he has a more difficult time trying to attack me.
It's going to be 5, because obscuring does not count when we're on top of each other like this. It's only for 1 hex away and greater, or 1 range band away or greater.
But still, you're really difficult to hit.
You are really difficult to hit.
Wait, though? He's not right underneath her anymore, right? Where is he? It shows that he's right here.
1, 2,
No, that's the boss right there.
3.
The Yoimachi is under.
Oh, under Kuronagi, it's just he did a wait action. Okay, that's why. I was like, did he move over here somehow? Got confusing.
Wow.
So it's not a lot. He's on void stance, so no strife. That is whatever unarmed attack gives you, which is what? 1 point of damage?
2.
2 points of
Yeah.
damage?
It depends. If it's a punch, it's 1. If it's a kick, then it's 2.
You know what? Let's do a bite.
Oh, that's
God,
the one
he's
with the
freezing.
highest deadliness.
And let's make you do a critical hit with that. Unless you're on Earth stance.
I'm on air.
Yeah, that's
I
why
think
she's so
critical
hard to
hit
hit.
with a bite is a deadliness 2.
Yep.
So if you reduce it, does he break his teeth?
No.
I don't think so.
If he attacked me and tried that, then yes, because my armor has that special property of bouncing crits back.
I take no fatigue. And then
Deadliness-
I need to make a
A bite is
Fitness.
a deadliness 3.
Ooh.
so fitness TN1.
Yeah. You have to actually get a success to not get hurt.
Okay.
There you go.
You only need 1. Right? It's up to 2
Yeah, yeah.
is
Yeah, you
just
only need 1
damaging your
success.
armor.
But I don't know. He wants to keep more. What can I
Well,
say?
because I can drop it down to 0, right?
It's 0 is the same as 2.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Everything will
Okay,
damage
Yeah.
your armor. Yeah. Hmm.
Then I'll just do that. And I will reduce my strife by 1.
Okay.
which means you take no strife from that one.
And your armor is damaged from a bite as he pulls, he bites out a strap.
Yeah.
Okay. He rips my clothing.
All right. This
Pervert.
Moseki thug needs to do a guard action on Rancid Yoimachi. That's something that definitely needs to happen because bad stuff will happen to them. Okay. Difficulty 1. Roll.
Bad stuff's gonna happen to them regardless.
2, 3, Okay, it's 1. Okay, yes, do that. Apply all the strife. Oh, that breaks the composure. That's no good. Okay, it is what it is. So that is a +3 to his TN. All right, the Matsu. Matsu is dazed. He doesn't want to be dazed. Dazed is bad. If he makes an attack action, so he needs to get rid of his dazed. So he is going to... Well, he doesn't need to make a calming breath. He doesn't want to aid anybody because he's not on anybody's side. So he doesn't want to do a help action. He's going to back off 3 and he's just going to assess for right now. Let's see what happens. All right, and then we have this big group of Boseki thugs. And who do we attack? There's 3 people attacking. You're on the boss, Kuronagi, so I'm going to have to attack Kuronagi.
Okay, still TN5.
TN5. No, I don't want to do that. I'm going to continue attacking Youngso. I was attacking him.
Yeah,
I'll continue to attack him.
easier target.
Too slippy. One with the shadows. Hey, Tarek.
Mhm.
Do they call you Shadowmaker?
They do. They've called me Shadowmaker since I was a
11?
Since I was a 2-year-old girl.
Stealing in the streets of Rokugan.
Yeah, growing up in the
Okay.
streets of Hard Knocks.
Youngso, take 3 points of damage.
Negated.
Okay, that's it. They're truncheon, so they don't get damage themselves. Can't do damage to anybody. Look at that.
Nobody's hurt.
We're going to move off this way. That's what they should have done to begin with. Daisuke.
There's an itty bitty
All right,
extra.
so aside from taking another calming breath and waiting for Kuronagi to use, I forget
Path
the
to inner
name.
peace.
Path to inner peace.
That's
I'm
your
just
first
going.
target.
Yeah, you go get him, girls.
No, there's a spare tiny Kuronagi there.
That shows targets. Targeting? I believe that's what that does.
All right, so I reduced my fatigue and strife. So,
Anything else? I guess it doesn't.
I mean, if Moshi Sora might be able to help with my fatigue.
How low are you? Or how high are you?
Well, okay, so I was at 17 and I got it down to 15. I needed to be under 12 in order to be mobile again, yeah. Like,
you know
those
you
spiritual
can
weapons are
move,
no
right?
joke.
Yeah,
And
he got-
I only brought my
he
travel
got a
clothes
shit
with
wreck.
me.
Like
I was not expecting a fight tonight.
you can still do everything except for roll.
You can move. You can do a calming breath. You can go on water
did.
stance and do another action that doesn't require a roll, like aiding another person.
Okay, who should I aid at this point? You know what? Since Kuronagi's close by, I'll help her out then.
Are
in
you
her
on water
next roll.
stance or on air stance?
I am on air stance currently.
How many actions do you get?
1.
So what's your action? Calming breath?
Calming breath.
Calming breath. Okay. Are you moving? You can move up to three spaces.
Roll around, roll around, roll
If
around.
Kuranagi's in the middle of a shitstorm, I'd go looking to Sora.
Yeah, I'd probably go to Sora for healing then.
Yeah. Like I said, if you are on water stance, you can do a second action.
I'll remain in air stance, so that way I'll be harder to hit.
All right.
Hey, they can't even see you anymore.
Youngso, you're up.
I think my turn was just skipped.
I'm not that worried about
Naran, you're up. Sorry about that.
Sorry. It's just because it was hovering over me when it was Daisuke.
Yeah, that's what it was. And when Daisuke said it was done, I moved on.
Yep. Okay.
But good job on being vigilant.
It is. It's TN3 if I want to hit Yuimachi because he's in the obscuring, even if I'm like next to him, right?
It's TN6.
TN6. Why is it
That's correct.
TN6?
He's just that good.
By the way, all of these people lose a strife.
It's 2 for base, 1 because he's in obscuring terrain, and then +3 because he has the guard action put on him.
Oh,
That's right.
Okay. That makes sense. Someone's guarding him.
Like a baby.
How long does the guard action last?
1 turn.
Till the end of the turn.
Until the end of whose turn, or until the end
The
of the round?
person who did the guard action until
Yeah,
their
until
next
it
turn.
becomes their next turn.
Okay, until it becomes their next turn. Okay, I guess I will just prepare myself then instead while he's guarded. I will attack him, and I will do striking. I will hopefully do striking his fire to save some opportunities to crit his ass next round. I don't really care if I hit him or not.
Hold on. If you succeed, you guard the target until the beginning of your next turn. So
Yep.
Are you doing a wait action? Like, what's going on?
No, I was just gonna hit him anyway. I don't care if I hit him as long as I get opportunity, so I
Okay.
can
Go
hit
ahead.
him harder.
Go for it.
Right? That's the idea. Okay. Yeah. Actually, I have a question. Would the guard action affect attacks I made that targeted vigilance?
No. If you need to use opportunity, no.
Not if I need to use opportunity, but like if the TN is the TN.
It will raise the TN, yeah. So
it would still raise the TN, right?
So yeah, if your TN equals the vigilance, your sword does lower that TN, but the guard action still raises it.
That's what I was asking. I figured that the guard action would apply still to that, but I wanted to check. Okay, I am just going to I'm just gonna martial arts melee him and whack him. I'm gonna go into air stance. It's TN6, right?
TN6.
Okay. One. Okay, I'm gonna re-roll because I can re-roll a bunch of dice because I know his disadvantage, and that means I can re-roll dice while exploiting his disadvantage up to my school rank.
There you go.
So I can re-roll 5 dice, and I am just fishing for opportunity here so that the next time I hit him, I can hit him really hard. So let's re-roll some of these. Because my current techniques are kind of neutered slightly by the fact that I don't have my second sword that I usually use on me. Hey, more opportunity. Look at that.
When you take a critical strike and you can't apply the result, I believe you upgrade it, says Wargis. That is not the case. It has to specifically.
You do
say-
after a certain number of times getting hit in the same thing.
So light wounded does upgrade to severely wounded, and severely wounded does upgrade to the I believe it's maiming wound or something like that. But then if you take those, the ones that give you disadvantages, they don't upgrade. It never says it does, and there's no rules that say that it does. And it's weird that doesn't happen. But yeah.
Okay, I failed to hit him, but I'm reserving 4 opportunity using striking his fire.
Yeah, we remember in Wheeling Judgment how much Tarek's character took those.
Okay, striking as fire. Now you can increase deadliness on your next action. Youngso.
All right, I am going to let's see, which one is it that I wanted? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and switch to water at this point and hit that boss in front of me with the flowing water strike.
Okay.
Damn. I miss. So I'll just take the 2 opportunity right now.
Well, that's a 4 TN actually to be hit, because remember you're in the obscuring
I
terrain.
still didn't hit it anyway. And I don't have any of the conditions that particular thing would allow, so I'll go over 2 opportunities and look this up in Watering.
All right. Moshisora.
Okay. I was thinking I would light up some people right now, but like everybody's at a different TN to hit. So would you like me to just put it at
The highest, yeah.
Oh, at the highest.
Yeah, at the highest. I don't know. Maybe the lowest.
I'm on
I was gonna say I think the easiest way to do it would be the lowest, and then like if I make that TN, then I can hit the 2 that are
That makes sense.
in obscuring terrain and not like getting extra bonuses.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So specifically what I did, second action on water stance
Unless
is
you
a
wanna
calming
heal-
breath, and then
heal
2
Daisuke.
opportunity to reduce strike.
I'm
roll.
not doing him separately, especially when he's on air stance. He's gonna be
Wait,
my hardest
so-
person to hit.
Wait, so really? Like, it's that counts? Can I just like let myself be hit?
No. That's not a
Technically, I
rule.
have to attack you, but usually Corey's like, "Oh, we're not even in combat. You can just whack them."
Well, because you
Corey,
can
this
just
is
keep
the
rolling.
first I've
like
heard of
poke 'em.
this.
So you can just keep rolling and keep rolling. But in combat, if you attack an inanimate object like a door, you still have to roll a TN2 to be hit. Meaning that just trying to hit somebody, even if they want you to hit them, is always going to be a TN2. And since you're at air stance, that's still your passive TN to be hit, so you're a TN4.
Right now, you're a TN5 to hit because we're
5,
also
'cause
in
you're in
obscuring
obscuring
terrain.
terrain.
You know, I wish you told me that. I would have switched to water stance
Okay.
if that was the case.
We have been playing this game for so long. I'm not supposed to tell
Corey,
you
I
stuff.
did not know that particular rule for that technique that Moshi
That has
Sora
always
had.
been the
I
case,
did not
though.
know about that.
It's fine.
It's-
Nobody else can even
Look,
see you right
I'm
now.
Hold on. Matt, you're right. This is kind of an obscure rule that you wouldn't, that most people kind of wouldn't know. But this is what I'm going to
is
say.
specific
Every
to
time,
my
every time,
technique.
every roam that comes up, you ask for more actions that you can't get. You always ask what actions I can do, which you should know. So, like, it's kind of coming to a head here where I'm just, like, kind of getting a little frustrated about it. So, I'm just letting you know. You know, this...
Well, I warned you, I'm a very forgetful person.
Okay. I am going to be aiming the fires within
So-
at...
Hold on, I just got a
Okay.
message. Wargiz says, is Daisuke still incapacitated? If so, he can't defend himself. Defending yourself only means using fatigue
Yeah,
to fend
you
off
get to-
critical strikes.
yeah.
You still have to make the initial TN to hit in order to hit that person to give him the critical strike.
Yeah.
That's how the rules work.
It's in a lot of RPG games where, like, even in D&D, which I'm familiar with,
Right
even
here.
if you want to hit a door in combat, it has an
Ranson's
AC. And it has an
underneath
AC.
Kuranagi,
And
right?
it doesn't matter if it's a door and it can't dodge. If you miss the AC of the door, I guess you didn't hit the door. Just like, or you didn't break
it.
it.
It was a bad hit.
Yeah, so
Playing
it's
stall
just a
for-
weird kind of like RPG rule that is like maybe might not make sense. Like, hey, I'm a willing target, hit me, but it is a thing.
Oh yeah, Wargiz has agreed. Okay,
Okay,
we're back.
just confirming. Rancid is underneath Kuranagi, right?
That's correct.
Okay. So I'm going to
Ugh.
be aiming
Gonna get
at Daisuke and at the 3 enemies all lined up here in front of me.
Sounds good.
I'm rolling TN4, which covers the extra TN1 to hit the 2 easiest to hit people.
Right. Because, yeah.
And then anybody else is going to be extra. Oh, nice.
So these two people are TN3, and he's TN6. Oh wait, no, +1 because it's TN. Yeah, it's TN3. So you're right. TN4.
Rancid should be TN5 to hit, right? Because he's got a +1 from a guard.
He's got a +2. He's got a +3 from a guard.
Oh, that's a very nice guard.
It is a very nice guard.
And Daisuke is
really
TN5 to hit. Ooh, I rolled well. I like that. I will use...
So, yeah, he's 7.
I'll use the opportunity to reduce my strife that I'm taking by 1.
Okay.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I hit a TN6.
He's 7 for this. Because it's,
Well,
it's 4
I mean-
+3.
For
Okay,
Rancid,
like
for
right?
Rancid.
Yeah. So I miss Rancid. I do get Daisuke.
Oh, you hit Daisuke?
Yeah, he's TN5, right?
Yeah.
And plus, wouldn't the strife count as bonus successes for this too? So she hit like 8 successes total.
You have to still hit for the bonus successes to
Yeah,
count.
strife
from
only
it.
counts as bonus successes if you've already succeeded.
So Daisuke, I believe at rank 3, air stance gives you +2 to hit. To your
It
attack.
does, +2 to the
Yeah.
TN if you
So
hit.
he is actually at
So
3, 4,
he should be
5.
It's a base TN3 for this technique, and then it's +2 for
the air-
being on air, and +1 for being an obscuring. So
you
it's
just
TN6. I
you
did get
barely
you
hit him.
Daisuke.
Okay.
Which
All right,
means
so
I
Daisuke
have-
is now a roasted turkey.
2 bonus successes for Daisuke. So you are going to get back. Just want to be absolutely sure. You're going to get back 6 fatigue, Daisuke.
Ooh, I'm
Yeah.
back in the game, baby.
And the 2 others that I hit, they would be at a TN 4.
Oh, so you never targeted Rancid.
I did target him, but
Oh,
I
you got
didn't
full-
hit him.
You get 4 strikes? I thought you only get 3.
I get up to my fire ring, which is 4.
Okay.
2 guys on the end were TN4.
Yes.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bonus successes. They're going to take 8 each.
8?
Yes.
All right. This person has taken none so far, so that's 8 on that one. And this person is that person's got 1 more fatigue left, but it's still up. Oh.
And that's it.
All right, Kuranagi.
You know what I'm doing.
You're going to throttle Rancid?
I don't know what you're doing.
Strangle that bitch.
I have no idea what you're doing.
I am going to attempt to strike him. His TN is what right now? 5?
Okay.
Or
It's
6.
TN2 +3 from the guard, and that's it because he doesn't have obscuring terrain
So
because
5,
you're in
right?
this. Yeah, so it's 5.
I thought 5. Okay, so TN 5 -5 TN because he's in obscuring terrain due to darkness, so that he's 1.
Okay.
I will then attempt to. Do I want to do a deadly sting again?
Do a ninja assassination move now.
I am about to. So I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do another. Deadly sting. Yeah, let's do another deadly sting. Or do I want to just hit him? I'll just hit him. I'll do a strike action because Youngso did a help action for the next person who did a strike action against him. So I will attack him and do a strike action. TN1. Is that going to be enough, though?
He keeps bouncing back. His goons keep healing him.
Remember, no fire stance.
No fire for you.
Okay, I'm going to do the thing. I'm going to do Deadly Sting. I'm going to apply another coat of poison to my weapon.
All right.
That will be... How many do I have left? I have, I think, 2 left of this poison.
You're gonna go have to buy some more.
I do. I have 2 left. So I'm getting rid of 1 more. That leaves me with only 1 noxious poison left.
Thankfully, you know some underworld people to get poison from.
Very true. Okay, it's TN1. Let's roll. Oh, wait, I forgot to do the assistance. God damn it.
Here, I'll just... Boom. It's gone now. Nobody knows what that roll was.
Cool. Let me try that again.
Yeah, try it again.
+1 from assistance.
Don't
TN1.
forget you can reroll 2 dice if you want to spend a void.
I don't have any void.
Okay, well, just letting you know. You always
Okay,
forget.
that's a good roll. That's a good roll.
Yeah.
Take that. We'll take that. We'll take that.
Nice.
Perfect. Okay. You're gonna love this, Corey.
Don't forget to keep an extra opportunity because he does bitch things.
Yeah, I'll
Okay, I
reduce,
definitely
More
hit.
than you need.
I'll reduce one of your opportunities by taking a
See?
fatigue.
Bitch!
Okay,
Bitch
so
things!
instead of having 1, 2, 3, 4, I only have 3.
Oh no, he only has 3
Okay.
opportunity.
That's what I was telling you.
Bitch thing. He does the bitch thing.
See, look!
Hey,
I
you
saw
you have plenty of bitch techniques too.
Okay, I will also. So here's what I'm doing: spending the 1 opportunity to do a critical strike severity 2, plus the poison. Okay, so first things first, he's gonna take damage equal to the deadliness of the weapon plus bonus successes. So there are 4 bonus successes plus the deadliness of the weapon is 4, so 8 fatigue.
Hold on, I gotta check his.
And then he's also going to take a critical strike. Severity 2 plus 4.
Okay.
4. I think it's 4. 4. It's either 4 or 5. I gotta double check real quick. Plus 4, so 6. And then I'm spending 3 opportunity to lower his any roll he makes to resist a critical strike by 1 per opportunity, so by 3.
Okay, but it's only a critical strike with severity 2.
Plus the poison, so he gets 4.
Oh,
The
4?
poison,
Okay.
whenever I do a critical strike with that weapon, it does plus 4 deadliness.
Okay, so it's...
And he'll the TN to resist it is increased by 3. So it'll be a TN 4 to resist.
Okay.
And that lasts until the end of my next turn.
Didn't you say that there was something else to critical strikes that happens if you're incapacitated? Am I remembering?
Is he incapacitated?
Yeah, he's incapacitated.
Oh,
He
if he
just
goes
went.
incapacitated, then this is even worse.
It is, I know. Don't worry about it. I
I'm
already got this
asking
covered.
for a reminder because I don't
Yeah.
remember what it is and it's relevant. What happens? What's the
see.
thing that happens?
You'll see.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's very clarifying on the rule
So
set.
his armor is damaged, which is just his clothes.
Yeah.
He goes unconscious.
Wait, how is his armor just damaged? It was a severity 6, and it was TN 4.
You said it was severity 4.
No,
So you were
he
giving
said
me wrong
two-
information.
2 plus 4, so 6 total.
Okay.
Yeah, 6 total.
That's where the disconnect was. I asked you a question and you gave me a different number than I
Math.
wanted.
Yeah,
finger math.
Okay.
I was giving you finger math.
Finger math.
So that's a flesh wound. So he takes a flesh wound and he is unconscious.
Perfect.
On his void. Lightly wounded void. And he's unconscious. Where's
Okay.
unconscious?
That is the end of my turn.
Okay. Boop, boop,
So can
boom.
someone clarify that thing that I was asking about?
He goes unconscious.
So if you critically strike someone who's
Incapacitated, they go
unconscious
unconscious
immediately.
And then any
Okay.
critical strike that is taken after
While
that,
unconscious kills them,
gives them plus 10 deadly.
plus 10 deadliness. Okay, so that's what kills them. It's the plus 10 to deadliness while unconscious.
That's right. You got it now.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm still like trying to remember all this stuff. It's very complicated when it comes
Okay,
to
now's your chance, Naurin.
Yeah, I know, right? But a bunch of guys go before me, so who knows?
Yeah, these guys gotta figure out how to save their boss. Very important. Bu- 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 No, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. I have to hit Kuranagi. I have to hit him with all of my might.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get off of our bus!
So I'm gonna move here.
Yeah, man, that's not cool.
I'm going to move here, and then I'm going to aid her. And then she can attack with this
+1 assistance.
with this and get assistance. Hold on. What am I doing? Oh, no, I'm going to do that the other way around. She's going to move over here and wait. She's going to aid her, and then she's going to attack, because that's better.
Or, you could just not.
What's your TN to be hit, Kuranagi?
5.
5. Okay.
Oh, baby.
A fly got in the house and he is hunting.
Sky
Apex
raisins.
predator.
TN 5 to hit. That should hit you.
Fun fact. What is the deadliest cat on the planet?
That really tiny one that I
Yup.
see on TV all the time.
On the,
Yep, the African Blackfoot cat. It's about this big at full grown.
I was going to say Tom from
Little
Tom and
murder
Jerry.
baby.
And
All
it has
right.
been known to take down on
their
things 10 times its size.
Their grave markers flare up with spiritual energy and pin you down, Kuranagi. And you, by fending them off, you have to take 7 points of damage, spiritual.
Okay, well, that's not fun.
No, that's not fun at all.
Okay.
I'm super glad that I was able to get my fire ring back so I didn't have to wade into the melee with no actual spiritual
what's it
armor.
called?
Incapacitated.
That's the thing.
Okay, it's all right. The Matsu is gonna come.
Oh, did I move? Where did I move to?
You didn't move anywhere. You're
Nah,
just
Rancid's
underneath.
just
I
showing
think
now
you're just-
instead of
Rand
you.
just swapped out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Matsu's gonna walk over here and knock this character on the head. Bonk.
Clunk.
And that is Get out of the way, dice. I need to see my dice. The animated dice are in the way of my other dice.
Yeah, happens all the time.
Yeah, I'll keep that. I'll just do that. Okay. That is 4, 5, 6, 7 points of damage. Minus the armor of 2 is 5. That person's encapped. Alright. These thugs here are going to change their target to Naren. And they're going to throw a stick of dynamite at her.
Ooh.
Oh, where there's their... Hold on, give me a second.
My favorite fidget toy has popped a hole.
What is that, a balloon full of sand?
Basically, it's a silicone ball filled with kinetic sand.
Okay.
And now some of the sand is getting out.
There we go. Sorry. All of these guys have bombs. I didn't put them on all of their sheets. Because some of them are just walking around in the... That they don't have bombs but all of these guys, they came here with bombs specifically.
Has anyone on our side taken the bleeding condition?
What is Naren's TN to be hit?
I don't think so.
Let's see. Okay, so I have an issue. I was trying to do striking as fire, but I said I was going on to air stance, and I rolled my roll on air stance. Do you want me to be on air stance, or do you want me to be on fire stance?
Fire stance, because you're striking as fire. Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm on fire.
Okay. So difficulty 2. Assistance 1, 2. Yeah, they'll do that.
And that song popped in my head again.
So 1, 2.
This girl
3,
is on fire.
4. Okay. I am going to apply this much strife. 1 strife. Okay. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10. That is 10 points of physical damage from a bomb blowing up right next to you that you have to jump out of the way from. Your armor does protect you because it's physical damage.
Okay.
And you are dazed because I'm going to... No, it has to be with my pipe attack. Pipes only give you the dazed condition. So, no other status conditions. You are just hit by a bomb. Kaboom!
Whew, that's a lot of damage. Ugh.
But you're still up. Hey, look at you.
Ouchie.
Yeah, congrats.
My bones.
Remember, you can always be like, I spend a void and just take the damage as a critical hit.
I don't have any void. You know how many times I've used void this combat? A lot of times.
Dice K, you're up, top of the round.
All right, so I'm going to do Flowing Water Strike against this character right here.
Sounds good. They're range 2. Are you going to move, or is that...
Well, I mean, it's a movement and attack action, so I could target one character at range 0 to 2.
Okay.
Regardless of the weapon's usual range restriction.
You got it, baby.
All right.
So range 2, you can hit them.
It's a TN3 martial arts check.
It's going to be TN4 because they're under...
obscuring terrain.
Obscuring terrain. From all the dust in the air.
Makes sense.
It should be settling down. I'm going to say this obscuring terrain goes away at the end of this round.
All right, so let me take a look. So why is it using my fitness for skill? Shouldn't it be melee or melee?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just looking at my dice picker right now.
Floating water
the
strike.
floating
What
water
does your
strike
skills
is
say?
supposed to be a martial arts.
Yeah, it says martial arts.
Yeah, it's choosing fitness for me. It's giving me 2 of my skill die instead of 4.
Hold on. It's under skills martial. There should be a drop down menu when you want to attack with it, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, like-
So click fitness and you can change it.
Okay.
Because
There we
flowing water strike can be used on any martial arts ranged, martial arts
Whatever's
unarmed.
appropriate for the weapon.
Yeah.
Okay. And funny enough, I'm using my Justice Claw Jite, and if I do succeed as well, or like, you know, if they fail their fitness check, increase the physical damage they suffer by your weapon's base damage, which the Jite have like a base damage of 4 compared to my Wakazashi's base damage of 3. So I'm gonna cut him with a blunt weapon.
Who are you cutting?
What? Well, that's a lot of
That's a
opportunity.
lot of opportunity.
Don't you
Oh,
need
no.
that lady?
No, he explained it. 0 to 2.
All right,
0
hold
to
on. Let me see if I could like do a reroll of one of the dice using my rivalry bond with Naurin.
Sounds good.
Take a strife.
Yep, I shall do that.
Hey, there you go.
Ooh.
All right.
Now you have 2 chances to get one more success.
Yeah. All right, so
Do you keeps?
yep, doing my keeping. All right. Woo!
Yay!
Keeping those.
And you got enough opportunity to do Doom with only a minor inconvenience.
I wonder if I should, or if I should do a critical strike as well, but
I
I don't know.
think she's on Earth stance. Right?
Okay.
She's on
Yeah, I
Earth
think all of them
stance.
are on Earth stance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone except for Rancid, who was on Void.
Opponent gains 1 action advantage, gain 1 strife. You know, I could use like maybe getting another
nice to get a
void
void
point.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He's gonna like trip and fall on his butt.
All right, so
What
Corey,
the ass? Yeah, that'd
critical
be
strike
appropriate.
or get a void point using Doom.
You can't critical strike.
I'm not
her.
going to tell you what to do.
All right,
You can't-
I'll Doom. I'll use Doom and spend all the opportunity on Doom, so it's a minor annoyance.
Okay. One of the bombs over here explodes, knocking you over, and you're prone.
That's a minor annoyance.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
prone.
Yeah.
One
Yeah,
round
Didn't
you're
take
prone.
damage.
No
You
damage.
fell.
It's just at the end of your maneuver, or the boom made you go, huh? And the ash, and you fall on your butt.
But get yourself a void point. You're prone.
All right.
Uh,
So like it's a movement action too. So like
You don't move.
oh, I
Basically,
don't?
you run forward, you strike, and then you run right back. Or
Okay.
yeah, it's
Okay.
like a jump dodge kind of thing. Yeah,
It doesn't. You don't
Alright.
move unless it says you move in the technique.
but it is a movement action. But it's not like you didn't move during it. But you
Oh.
technically did move during it because it's like that's what the technique is. It's you moving and striking, and it's a water
There
thing.
might be an opportunity expenditure thing to actually let you move. A lot of those movement techniques have that.
Okay, they need to make a fitness at 2.
Unfortunately.
So they take how much damage?
So if they fail,
Water.
increase the physical damage they suffer by your weapon's base
What is the
damage.
what is the original damage? It's your water ring, right? 4.
Yes, the original damage is my water ring, which is at 5.
So do they take extra damage? No, they don't. Okay.
Okay,
So they
and
will
the bleeding
take 2,
condition.
and then they will make their fitness check at TN2.
And they also get the bleeding condition too.
I know that.
Okay. Don't know if
They
you heard.
just
That's why I
get
repeated.
that, or they get it if they fail the fitness.
No, they get it no matter what.
Okay. Well, that's nice.
I know, isn't it?
Hit them with the sharp edge of my blunt weapon.
They don't get
Hey, there's a
compromising.
splinter on it.
It was your sharp
That's their
wit.
splinter?
It was your
Really
sharp
straight.
wit that caused the bleeding.
I mean,
Okay.
you can just hit someone and make them bleed, right?
And then
Boxers do it all the time,
she gets not Sora.
and that's with soft padded gloves.
Bleeding. Okay, you have done it.
I finally contributed to the battle.
Nice.
Yay!
You know what I'm gonna do?
Do that coup de grace.
Coup de grace.
Coup de
It's coup de
grace.
grace time. What's the TN for me to hit him?
3.
Okay.
I thought Mardi Gras was at another time.
It's not Mardi Gras. It's coup de grace. Move, dice. I can't see.
You do have enough successes.
No, because Heart Piercing Strike is a TN4 at the base.
Oh, I figured you were just gonna hit him.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Why wouldn't you just hit him?
Because don't laugh at me, because even though he's unconscious, I believe he still gets a roll to resist. And every time he rolls to resist, he drops he drops the critical strike damage that I do by a lot. So
Okay,
I
that's
want
true.
to give him an instant death, not one of the ones where his goons could save his life.
All
That's
right.
why I am.
You just
this
want to
is not-
decapitate him.
Yes, I'm removing his head from his shoulders.
1, 2, 3,
So,
4,
what this turns into
5
is a
successes.
critical strike with a deadliness of 23.
Cool.
That is a TN3 for him to resist instead of the usual TN, 1?
It's a
or whatever.
TN4 because
Actually
he's also
higher
on
than that
avoid
because
stance.
I added 3 to it, and then
Does that still last?
Yes, it lasts until the
Oh,
end of my
another
next
3?
turn.
Okay.
Oh. So it's TN6 to resist.
TN7.
Yeah.
It's
great,
TN7
even
because he's
higher.
lightly wounded in void.
Oh, wonderful. So, yeah.
The base is TN7.
3, 4, 5. Okay.
But see what I mean, though? Look how many dice he rolls. You cannot blame me for being cautious.
I made the
You got the
TN.
7.
I don't take any strife.
Are you kidding me? There's a reason I'm going overkill here.
I reduce your severity by 1. He takes a 22 and you kill him.
Instant death. His head is gone.
And then his spirit rises
Now-
from his body and
You're-
Hold
on.
You.
Hold on.
Now, once per scene, after a character in the scene or enemy leader becomes compromised or is killed, you may immediately make a TN4 tactics fire check targeting that character. If you succeed in a skirmish, each character in the scene allied with your target who has lower status than your target receives strife equal to your bonus successes plus your ranks and sentiment.
Okay.
So she's gonna roar.
Yep.
Okay.
Tactics. Fire. TN4.
As your sword goes through him and his body slumps, a Koku falls out of his pocket and rolls at your feet.
I love it.
What a big fuck you from this guy.
Here, I'm paying you for your dead samurai.
they did say that I asked them what would happen if I brought one of the Boseki's heads to him. And he said, well, he'd probably pay you, but then the rest of us would kill you. So I guess they're true. They're holding true
So
to
we're
it.
operating by Scott Pilgrim rules now, huh?
So what do you have to roll? Make your
just-
roll.
And also, at this point, I think Naurin can be referred to as the Death Killer, since it was a Shinigami she just slayed.
We still don't know that in character, though.
I mean, she had a lot to help.
True.
If it wasn't for Kuranagi
Death
bringing him
Kill,
down,
so she's Death's killer.
Yeah, but this works out.
I might have been able to kill him just with that strike on my own, even without the +10. If he didn't roll so high on his, if he didn't meet the TN7, he might have died. But it definitely helps that it's a group effort.
It works out for me anyway because I like to be behind the scenes.
Yeah, Naren takes credit for the party's rights and the party's wrongs. So, and Kuronagi pretends that she's an innocent little baby who had nothing to do with it.
Because I didn't have anything to do with it.
Talking about, I never
actually
touched
used this
him.
before. Bonus successes. Okay, so bonus successes are good for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go.
So what is this you're using? What's it called?
To smash the heart. How do I don't know how to put it in the chat.
Okay.
Press the edit button and then click on
What's
send
the
to
edit
chat.
button?
It looks like a little square with a line in it.
Okay, thank you. And
then send to chat.
That's what I'm
Okay.
doing.
Got it. So your ranks and sentiment, which is 2 plus your bonus successes.
Yep. So 2 plus 2.
4.
So 4 strife to probably everybody, all of his allies in this scene.
Yeah.
The ones that are still conscious.
One group of thugs, one boss.
Okay. This is what happens. As after her roar dies down, all of the snow stops. And what's on the ground and the stuff in the air, it doesn't stop, it just kind of disappears. Kuronagi, you shake off the effect that's been affecting you, keeping you from fire stance, and you are now aware of all of the pain of your mortality, and you kind of want to throw up.
Not only will Kuronagi vomit, she will like fall to her knees shaking. She'll vomit and then she will start to run away.
The other characters that have been affected by his aura for a much longer time instantly move to fire stance.
I'm gonna grab myself three
and
strength
scream out in pain. Youngso.
Well, the smoke is gone, so I'm standing there fully revealed to these 3 thugs. They see everybody else in their party already fucked up or surrounded. So I'm just going to point my sword at them and use tactics to say, flee.
Okay.
And try to intimidate them into just leaving.
Command?
That.
Yeah,
command.
I think that's command.
Okay.
That's what I do.
It's a hidden TN.
Fair enough. And I will switch to fire stance just to give me that little edge on that with passionate voice.
Hell yeah.
Do I spend the void I'm gaining from it being hidden right now?
Ow. Just kicked my
I think yes, I will. And I'm not worried about that singular. Well, yeah, I'm not worried about that singular opportunity, so I won't keep it anyway. Let's see what the exploder gives me.
Nice.
Definitely keeping. Going in. And might as well keep that to reduce the strife I'm taking from this. Because
You don't take strife, right? You're on void. Oh no, you went to fire.
He's on fire.
yeah, I'm
I
on
just saw
fire.
the void symbol, but that's because he spent a void.
So out of the 4, I only take 2 strife. 1 from the opportunity being reduced, 1 from the bond with Kuronagi. And so 4 successes.
Here's the thing. This is what's so since they're a group, you get +1 TN for every person in the group, and they are enraged and such, and so you do fail.
It still looks
'Cause of
cool
all
at
of
the
the-
moment because smoke vanishing, just standing there pointing katana at them and flee. Still a cool look.
Yeah, they are.
And I am trying to be kind to them by sparing them.
What's happened? You are trying to be kind. I get you that. But yeah, they're going through some sort of spiritual drug withdrawal.
It's like spiritual backlash, but like on steroids.
And I named this episode Withdrawal.
Ooh, foreshadowing.
Oh, it's like I knew this was going to happen.
Wow, how many entendres are there?
Ooh. Hold on, let me check Enraged. An enraged character increases the severity of all critical strikes inflicted. The first
And
time an enraged character
suffered,
kills
right?
another character. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about... Yeah, okay. I'm going to say, because it was a TN2 to get them, +1 for every person that was there. So, yeah, you got them. It was a TN4. So, I'm going to say, yeah, you did do it. So, Moshisora, you're up. You successfully intimidated them.
It looks like we're
There's
pretty
still
well
that boss
done.
in front of you who's only compromised, not
There's only
down.
one person that's compromised in front of you. All the others are dead, down. Like, an explosion happened here. These guys are dead. These guys are dead because they exploded.
Oh no, the
We are
corpses.
surrounded by dead bodies.
They're all combusting.
Oh, do we still have the obscuring, or did that go away?
Oh, yeah, that went away this round. That's correct.
Okay. I'm going to... Sorry.
Deathbringer Narn. Like, Mark the Sling is cheering us all on in the comments, just so you know. It's like Kuranagi-chan when he brought down Rancid. And then Daisuke Senpai when he got back up and did his thing. Go Daisuke, it's your birthday. 23 deadliness, Jesus.
Yeah.
Deathbringer Narindono. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not helping the whispers of cruelty in the city. Not helping.
No.
I scooched over a little. I think I'm gonna hold off on attacking these thugs anymore because they're probably done. But I am gonna go ahead and try to light up Young So and Naorin. I don't know how fatigued they are, but
I got bombed.
Please.
yeah. But
Don't worry
Kuranagi has
about
run
me.
off.
Yeah,
No,
you're running
Kuranagi's
away.
stuck here. I couldn't
Oh,
run off.
okay, you're
initiative.
still... I thought that you said you ran
yeah,
off.
And don't worry about me. Target Kuranagi instead. I'm fine.
You're underneath Rancid. Well, I can hit up to 4 people.
Oh, awesome.
Well,
Spicy meatballs.
So we're gonna fires within my buddies. Is anybody on air stance?
I am.
Okay.
Water stance right now.
Fire.
All right. So it's gonna be a TN3, except for Young
Kuranagi.
So Kuranagi is on air.
Will be +2.
Steam me up, my
What's
lady.
going on here?
Fire, water.
I got it.
Ask her for a
All right.
sponge bath. Jesus.
I'm not sure what's going on here. It's not showing me my usual TNs on the roller.
I got it. Hidden TN turned on. Let me turn that off. And now do it.
Okay.
Is that better?
Okay, yes. TN3, except for Kuranagi. Opportunity to get rid of one of those strife I took. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes, which is 4 bonus successes for Young So and Naurin. So you guys are gonna get back 8 health, and 2 less for Kuranagi. So you're gonna get back 6.
Okay.
6 fatigue.
Yes, 6 fatigue.
All right. Is that everything, or do you want to move, or?
I already moved.
Okay.
I'm done.
Down to
Kuranagi.
1. Heck yeah. Thank
Okay.
you.
Oh, Daisuke, not you. I already did you on this scene. I can only do it once per scene, per person.
Darn.
I really think Kuranagi is going to try to get the fuck out of here.
Okay. You can make a maneuver and run away.
Just a funny interpretation of it. You heard your friend say so intimidatingly, "Flee." You thought it was good advice.
Not
More
bad.
like her adrenaline is pumping, blood is rushing. She can hear her heart pumping in her ears. She feels the gripping, the like chilling grip of death.
No, you don't have the chilling grip of
over.
death. That's one thing you don't have. You have the absence of the chilling grip of death. You are feeling like you understand like how mortal you are right now. Like you feel the heat of you feel every wound you've taken ever in your life. You feel all of that. All of that.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I feel like I'm about to die.
Well, that could be true.
I have a fear of dying. So Kuranagi is terrified and is going to start running away.
All right.
So yeah, I'll switch to water stance and start moving.
That's right.
I'm playing my disadvantage. She is terrified
Because
in this moment.
when you were under the effect, it was actually a suppression of fear of death.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
You wouldn't be under that effect, but now that comes right back. All of that, real quick.
It's like, yikes! I'm out of here, guys.
And then
Swing
fitness roll.
Scoob. Like I'm not sticking around here.
Let's do that. We'll do that.
Gonna do you a maneuver check.
Do that. To move even further.
Yeah.
So that's an additional 2 range bands. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. She's taking off down the street. That's the end of her turn.
Cat butt, cat butt, cat butt, cat butt. There you go. All right, I think that's it for Kuranagi. Boseki thugs. Well, she's bleeding. She's enraged. She's compromised, needs to get rid of that. She's going to pull out her bomb. And she's going to jump on the person who caused her all this pain, Naurin. So yeah, she's going to attack Naurin with her bomb on top of everybody. Yep.
Oh, yeah. This is about to hurt.
Fire stance. Difficulty 2. One, 2, 3. Finalize. Okay, that is 8 points of damage.
It's physical, right?
Physical damage. Your armor will absorb it.
Ow.
Her composure goes down to 0.
How many times do I have to take bombs to the face today?
And she also takes
Hopefully
7
not
points
more
of
than
damage.
3.
Minus her armor. Which brings her down. She blew herself up. Boom.
Suicide bomber.
And those last ones run away.
Matsu Kosaku turns towards everybody else and says, all right, stay where you all are. You're under arrest. The Boseki thugs, yeah, they go last and they run away. We're gone now. We don't have any bombs anyways. We couldn't hit people with bombs if we wanted to. Daisuke, do we want to keep going through rounds?
I don't think so.
Okay. So I end combat. Matsu Kosaku, stay where you are. You're all under arrest.
We were simply defending
He
ourselves.
takes a guard stance on himself.
I clean my blade, sheath it, and redo the peace tie.
You don't want to do this. Arrest these idiots. Call it a good day's work.
I'm arresting everybody here.
Daisuke looks at Naorin and looks at Moshisora and Youngso.
Tarek, as you're running away, you see lots of lion guards or samurai converging on the area. You hear them first.
Kuranagi cannot risk getting captured. She is dipping the fuck out.
Okay.
She is going to. She'll give one last parting message saying, "The lion are converging. The lion are converging on your position to Naurin. Naurin, you can drop
Thank you.
Strife, and I will then nope the fuck out. Literally,
Okay.
just get into the shadows and start teleporting my way away."
Does Daisuke or Sora want to do anything? He's telling you to stay where you are. You're under arrest.
We're getting out of Dodge. I just want to make sure everyone else is capable of going. I'll assist whoever's gonna struggle, running. But Daisuke's plan is to run with the group, or at least find a way for us to split and evade the police.
I don't believe I will be staying here.
Okay. You all can run away. That's fine. He can't do much to stop you guys. Except you don't want to run. You want to stay. Stop where you are. That's about it. That's what he's got.
Yeah, exactly.
And
it's
right
like,
before
what are
running
you
off,
going to
I will
do?
say, as kind as your offer is, I am afraid we will have to decline in order to still be courteous to him and then run.
Okay.
Thank you for the help.
The streets are starting to swarm, especially in this area with lion guards. Not guards, but just samurai, really. What is your plan on getting out?
Swim the river.
Using alleyways, rooftops, and like a ghost to get myself away and unnoticed.
Okay. You know what? For Youngso, you can roll your like a ghost, and if you succeed, you make it through.
I was going to suggest going to the Boseki controlled boathouse that the guards don't have any control over, because we just fucked up so many Boseki.
So
That going there where the lion can't control who comes and goes might be a good way for us to get passage off the island.
That boathouse was burned down.
They have one here that they control too, don't they? They have to go
active
from
one.
sector to sector.
So
They
you can roll
burned
a
down the
government.
boathouse in the other district, too.
I'll let you roll a government, and if you succeed, I can give you information that will help you. It's a government TN2 roll. Earth? For recall.
I can't do theorize.
You can do fire or theorize. Sure, I'll let you do that too.
I wonder if I can make use of slippery maneuvers as a Shuji.
I am successful.
Thank you,
All right.
Exploder Dice.
Youngso gets out of there. All right, Naren. This is what you understand. The reason the lion technically didn't have power there, he was being honorable, and it was a private residence, and there was no laws being broken. If you're a criminal inside a place, they'll come get you. That's not a thing to, there's no warrants.
Question. I wasn't assuming he wouldn't come and get us. I was assuming if we went to the boathouse covered in blood, there would be lion guards there. If we went to the place that we came in on the island on. And I was saying the Boseki boathouse, I was theorizing that the Boseki boathouse might be largely abandoned due to the sheer number of them we have encountered here in this fight. And we could probably get away off this island.
There's no
here
boat in there. There's no boat in there. There's no boat in there. The Boseki have been targeting boats specifically.
But they're getting around the city somehow.
Yes, they are.
So they must have boats, right? We can't,
They do have boats. They're just not at that boathouse. The boathouse is used to...
I don't mean the burnt down boathouse.
The boathouse is used to repair and build boats. And that's why they destroyed it specifically.
I don't mean that one. I mean the docks. Wherever part of the area where there would be boats that are controlled.
That's the docks. That's where you came from.
Okay.
Youngso, you get through just fine. Daisuke, you want to use slippery maneuvers. I'm going to tell you something about slippery maneuvers. These are orders you give people to help do tactical maneuvers to disorient people so they can't target you very well. Yes, so, I think that can help you get through this.
Yeah,
but I'm going to give you a +1 TN penalty.
They went that way.
As
specifically they go running that way.
Specifically a way to retreat or get away. Unless somebody else has a different plan. And you can help your friends with slippery maneuvers too, because it targets a group. Targets a terrain, really. Crystal, any ideas for you on how you want to get out?
I mean, basically just run.
Just run. But there are lions swarming the streets. How are you going to get around them? Lean on your friends? All right.
I don't have any special techniques for stealth or anything like that.
All right, Kuranagi, what you doing?
Kuranagi is using hook or crook.
Someone else.
She'll exactly. She'll just make herself look like some random person leaving the island, like a lion samurai. It doesn't matter.
Okay,
whatever she
make
needs
your
to do.
spellcasting roll.
Teleport across the water.
Make your spellcasting roll. I just want a technique, and I just want you to use your technique. That's it.
I'm going to use Fluid Shadows then.
Do you want me to also use a technique? Because I guess I could try offering Lightning Raid again as a way to boost our momentum. But other than that, I don't really have anything that could help here.
No, it looks like Daisuke is actually going to save your butts with slippery maneuvers.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So now we'll take a strife from that if he's actually successful.
Because he's going to save us.
Go ahead, Daisuke, +1 TN. Otherwise,
so it's a TN3,
TN2?
right?
Oh, okay.
It's a TN2, so it's going to be a TN3 for this one.
Okay, and I'll spend a void point for that too.
Sounds good.
All right.
Don't forget, you can get a strife and re-roll.
Oh my God, you are the king of
opportunity.
today.
Our presence next to each other pisses each other off all the time. That's how the bond works, and it's really funny.
I could get more. Ooh.
All right. So, Kuronagi is able to slip past the guards by disguising himself as one of them. Good job. Doji Daisuke starts barking orders at everybody on how you're supposed to move to get through crowds and evade properly. And if you follow his advice, it works, and you get to the docks.
I took a strike.
And I know I'm going to use one of those opportunities to reduce my strife.
But I just didn't think it would be today.
God damn it, he's actually being competent.
All right.
I came out of this fight only slightly worse off on my strife than when I started, and I actually lost fatigue during this fight.
You lucky son of a bitch.
Good armor. And thank you, Moshi Sora.
Okay, everybody gets to the boat and gets back to the governor's house. Congratulations, we are ending the game there.
That was stressful.
Yes.
Excellent.
Everybody gets 6 glory for defeating the Boseki. Like the Boseki, it's 6 glory. It's a major glory award. James, 3 points of honor for compassion. Crystal, 1 point of honor for courtesy.
Really?
Sasha, 6 points of honor for honor.
For honor.
She did what she said she was going to do. She wagered her honor.
Oh,
She
okay.
won.
For doing the thing you said you would.
Yeah, I wagered 20 honor to kill this mofo.
Yeah. Let's see here. You all believe you're righteous, but were you really? I can't give any for righteousness.
I mean, we got rid of a criminal.
You technically, but he also was working for Emma O and had a badge of office from it. So you have no idea whether you did the right thing or not. So I'm not giving anything for righteousness because you didn't do the footwork for the investigation. And there was an investigation to be had. There were jars. There was the people at the, there was an investigation. There was, something was going on here. Why they were burning
really
boats.
Give us much chances to do those investigations.
I mean, he wanted Naurin to become a murderer in the city. I don't care what his reasons are. He's a bad guy.
Yeah.
Young So. Lose honor equal to your honor rank for duty and loyalty. You have a job to do, my friend. And you missed a major opportunity to do that job.
The black powder guy, I think, was working with the Boseki because they were blowing up the boathouses.
Where do you think they got that stuff from, right? They're holding your guy, and now that person's, what's going to happen to him is in jeopardy. It's way up in the air. I think that's it. Yep, I think that's going to work out. Everybody gets 2 experience points, and you can spend your experience points now because the combat is over. So that's 6 experience points that you got for the entire battle. Good job, everybody. Thanks for playing. Thanks out there for watching. Thanks, Mark the Sling. Thanks, Wargiz. Love your comments. Thanks for trying to keep me honest. Remember to vote in the poll. That'll be out hopefully Wednesday. If I remember, I always forget these things. If I don't get a poll out by Wednesday, hit me up. Tell me. But that should be it from all of us here. James, Tarek, Matt, Sasha, and Crystal. My name's Corey. Hoping that you, during this week, find some time to go roll some dice.